Hi everyone! Today I'm going to teach you how to make the perfect side dish for your summer barbecue. It's a lime-infused black bean, corn, and red bell pepper salad that is super flavorful, it's nutritious, and it's really beautiful as well just because of all the colors you're working with. Here's what you're going to need. 2 15-ounce cans of black beans, they're rinsed and strained. 3 ears of corn, you can also substitute a 15-ounce can of corn. 3 limes, now they need to be fresh because you're using both the juice and the zest of the limes. 2 avocados, 2 red bell peppers, 3/4 cup extra virgin olive oil, 3 tablespoons finely chopped red onion, 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, 3 tablespoons sugar, 2 teaspoons salt, and 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper.
So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is start chopping up our bell pepper. And by the way, should you hear the little pitter-patter of feet or the sound of whimpering, just know that it's my beagle. Anytime I'm in the kitchen, she has to be there just in case something falls to the floor. And it's just about supper time for her. And by the way, I should probably tell you that while this recipe is super easy, it is a little bit time consuming because of all the chopping that you're going to be doing. So you might want to do this even the day before, because when it sits in its marinade, it just gets even better the next day. So either do it in the morning if you're going to have a barbecue in the evening, or do it the day before. So here's the bell pepper all done. Now I'm going to start chopping the corn.
Use a different knife for this. Usually a serrated knife works best. What I really like about this is the color, the yellow and the bright red. It all just looks so beautiful. And again, as I said earlier, you can just substitute a can of corn. You don't have to make it fresh every time. But if you do make it fresh, you kind of have to break up the little pieces. All right, and now I'm going to start putting it on my ingredients. Got the black beans. Got the salt. The sugar. And the red onion. I'm going to put in the garlic. For this, I'll use my garlic press. And again, I said earlier, this recipe calls for like 2 or 3 cloves of garlic is really perfect, just depending on how much you like. If you're me, that means 3 or 4. I really, really love garlic. Now I'm just going to give it a good mix, and then I'll start on my vinaigrette. So good because of the garlic mostly. Now it's time for the limes, and as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be using both the zest and the juice. So first thing I'm going to do is just kind of push it down to try to get those juices going. And you always want to zest before you cut and use the juice. I think that's pretty obvious, but sometimes if we're not thinking, we might cut first and then we're kicking ourselves later. But you need about maybe a teaspoon of zest. And I don't exactly have the best zester. This is what I use. But, I mean, it works. It just takes a little while.
All that, and you barely get that much. Time for the next one.
All right, that's about a teaspoon of lime zest there, and I'm just going to put it into this bowl. And now we can cut the limes and juice them. And you need 6 tablespoons of lime juice. And that pretty much equals what you would get out of, because that's about half a tablespoon right there. So I'm just going to use all 3. Whatever juice you get from 3 limes is about perfect. It smells so fresh. Okay, there's your lime juice. All right, now I'm just going to pour my little lime juice and zest in there. And now take your extra virgin olive oil. You need 3/4 of a cup. So let's see, this is my half and this is my 1/4. Just going to pour that in there. And this basically is making a lime vinaigrette. And it's really wonderful. You can probably use this in other salads as well. Who doesn't like lime? I'll give it a good stir. Look at that. I wish you could smell it. That looks really good. Now I'm just going to pour it over all the other ingredients and stir it up. Now the last thing that you put in here is the avocado, and you don't want to put that in until just before you're ready to eat. So what I'm going to do is cover this up and put it in the refrigerator for about half an hour or so. And then I'll cut up the avocado and put it in here and it'll be ready to eat. I can hardly wait. It's been about half an hour, so now I'm going to pull it out and put in the final ingredient, the avocados. Truly, we saved the best for last because these are my favorite. And these are ginormous. My goodness, they make me so happy. They're so expensive. Wish I had an avocado tree. I have this awesome avocado slicer that my sister-in-law gave me as a gift, and I think of her every time I use it, which is pretty often. It really is handy. So I'm just going to put those in there. And you sort of gently fold them in so they don't break up. And that's all there is to it. Definitely worth all the effort. Be sure and let me know if you like it.